Hey Dog Pound, what's up Browns Nation? The most loyal fans in the NFL? Hope y'all are doing great. We're back with another hot update about our Cleveland Browns. Today we're diving deep into some rumors heating up the market. A. Possible trade for wide receiver John Metchie III from the Houston Texans. That's right, front office moves are in the air, and it looks like Andrew Berry is cooking something up again. Could this move be a game changer for our offense? Let's break it all down, with stats, context, and of course, that unmatched Dog Pound passion. So grab a cold one, sit back, and let's get into the video. Alright folks, this rumor is gaining traction, and the source is solid. According to Dogs by Nature, John Metchie III is being floated as a potential target for our offense. It's not official yet, just speculation for now, but where there's smoke, there's usually fire, right? Metchie is a wide receiver who hasn't been getting much action down in Houston, which has opened the door for some trade talks. But who is this guy? Why is he on Andrew Berry's radar? And more importantly, what could he bring to our offense? Let's break it down. John Metchie III, a second-round pick by the Texans in 2022, is loaded with potential. He came out of Alabama, where he played alongside stars like Devonta Smith and Jalen Waddle, so he knows what it's like to shine in an explosive offense. He's 23 years old, stands 5'11", and is known for his speed and ability to create separation in his roots, but his NFL career hasn't quite taken off yet. In 2022, he missed the entire season after being diagnosed with leukemia. Stay strong, Metchie. And in 2024, he played 12 games, logging just 20 receptions for 208 yards and 1 touchdown. Not exactly the breakout people were expecting. So what do you think, Dog Pound? Could Metchie be the spark we need, or just another name in the rumor mill? Let's be real, Dog Pound. Our offense in 2024 was a roller coaster. At times it looked like Kevin Stefanski had found the magic formula, but then came that brutal stretch of games. You know what I'm talking about. We finished 3-14 and our offense was far from flying high. Our O-line, once one of the best in the league, had its ups and downs. Our passing game? Let's just say it felt more like a paper airplane than a jet. Jerry Jeudy, who came over from the Broncos, finally stepped up with his first 1,000-yard season. Props to him. Cedric Tillman had some flashes too, but missed the last 6 games due to a concussion. And as for receiver depth, let's just say it's thinner than my uncle's hairline after 50. That's why the Metchie rumor makes sense. Our offense needs more weapons, especially someone who can bring explosiveness and versatility. At his best, Metchie is the kind of receiver who can line up in the slot, stretch the field, and make plays after the catch. Imagine him opening things up for Jeudy or Tillman, or complementing Diontae Johnson, who we picked up from the Steelers. That would be an interesting fit for Stefanski's scheme, which thrives on mismatches and creative play design. But here's the catch. Metchie still hasn't proven he can be consistent in the NFL. Is he worth the risk? So tell me, Dog Pound. Would you roll the dice on Metchie, or should we shoot for a bigger name? Now let's talk about our GM, Andrew Berry. The guy's basically a trade wizard, right? He got Jerry Jeudy for a bargain, a 5th and 6th rounder. Who saw that coming? Traded for Kenny Pickett from the Eagles, and even brought in Joe Flacco. To stabilize the QB room, Berry's not afraid to shake things up, and I respect that. He's always thinking 2 moves ahead like a chess master. But not every move has hit, right? Remember when we brought in Diontae Johnson, who was kind of invisible in 2024? Still waiting for him to fit in with the offense. If this Metchie rumor is legit, it shows Berry is trying to add firepower to the offense without breaking the bank. Our cap space is tight. We're about $30 million over, according to Yahoo's Sports. So any move has to be surgical. Metchie, being underused in Houston, probably wouldn't cost more than a 4th or 5th round pick. That would be a savvy move, considering we need WR depth and we've got 10 picks in the 2025 draft. But hey, do you still believe in Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry to get us out of this mess? Or are you starting to lose patience with this roller coaster? If Metchie does join the Browns, what could we expect? First off, let's talk offensive impact. Stefanski's system depends heavily on a strong run game, and when Nick Chubb is healthy, he's a beast. But in 2024, the passing game was inconsistent, and not just because of the quarterbacks. With Jeudy as WR1 and Tillman flashing potential, Metchie could slide in as a solid WR3, adding the kind of dynamism we've seen from guys like Deebo Samuel, who, by the way, was also once linked to the Browns. Picture Mechie running short. Routes and turning quick throws into 20-yard gains. That would open up Stefanski's playbook and give our ground game more room to breathe. Now, looking ahead to the rest of the season, the AFC North is a battlefield. The Baltimore Ravens are flying. The Pittsburgh Steelers brought in DK Metcalf, and the Cincinnati Bengals still have Joe Burrow to make things tough. If we want to fight for a playoff spot in 2025, this offense needs to click. Mechie alone won't solve everything, but he could be an important piece in a puzzle that definitely needs fixing. And speaking of that, our quarterback room is crowded. Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Shedeur Sanders, and Dylan Gabriel. So who's going to be throwing the ball? Can Mechie fit with any of them? What do you think, Browns fans? Could this trade be the spark we need to get back to the playoffs? The dog pound is split over this rumor. On X, some fans are hyped, saying Mechie could be the next Debo for our offense. Others are more skeptical, calling him just another one of Barry's projects that won't pan out. I saw one post that said, if Mechie comes, he needs a decent QB or he's just going to be another wasted talent. And honestly, that tracks. Our QB situation is still a big question mark, and fans are watching closely. Another post I saw said, Barry, stop bringing in second-tier WRs and go get us a franchise QB. I get the frustration, but I also think Barry's trying to build a balanced roster, and there's more. Some fans are comparing Mechie to Cedric Tillman, saying we already have a guy with similar upside. Is that fair? Or does Mechie bring something different? At the end of the day, the dog pound wants one thing: wins. After a 3-14 season in 2024, patience is thin and the pressure is on Stefanski and Barry. So tell me, Browns fans, are you hyped about the Mechie rumor, or do you think it's just more smoke? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's put things in perspective. Remember the Chris Olave rumor from the Saints? The guy had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons before 2024, but dealt with concussion issues. Mechie doesn't have that resume, but he also doesn't come with an Olav-level price tag. Another name that came up was Deebo Samuel. Barry reportedly tried to bring him in. Deebo's a beast after the catch, with 1,770 YAC yards since 2021. Mechie could bring a bit of that same style, but with way less experience. Looking at the numbers, Mechie averaged 10.4 yards per catch in 2024, solid but not eye-popping. Judy, for example, had 13.2 yards per catch last season, so Mechie's not coming in as a WR1, but if Stefanski uses him right, he could be the perfect complementary piece. And let's be real, the AFC is stacked with young, explosive receivers. Jamar Chase with the Bengals, George Pickens with the Steelers. We need someone who can come in and make a difference. Is Mechie that guy? Dog pound. The John Mechie III rumor is making waves, and we know Andrew Barry doesn't play around. If this trade happens, it could be the spark our offense needs in 2025. But one thing's for sure, the dog pound never gives up. We'll be here cheering, barking, and holding everyone accountable. Woof, woof! So tell me in the comments, is Mechie the missing piece, or do we need to aim higher? Smash that like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and share this video with the Browns Nation. Let's go on this journey together and bring our team back to the top. Until next time, dog pound, let's go Browns.